Still Dre, our episode 11, season 6. Let's talk about it. What's up, everyone? This is Dub Z.
40 Cal.
You guys are watching Dub Z TV. We're going to talk about Power of episode 11. I would hope everyone had a great new year. We were on a brief hiatus as far as making shows and episodes and stuff like that. You know, everybody was pretty much taking time off for the holiday season, being with the families and stuff like that. But we're back, and we'll be in full effect. You know, Power is back, so you can also catch more videos from us every week, and some more content on Dub Z TV. But without further ado, we're gonna get right into it and talk about episode 11. My quick thoughts. It was a solid episode. I think it was a pretty good episode.
It was to me it was decent. It was good. It was just good. I don't really have anything negative to say. When you watch this episode and you see, okay, this is Dre's perspective. So everything we see is from Dre's perspective. So in terms of his story, I think they kind of flesh it out a little bit more. We understand him a lot more. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's still a weasel. He's still a snake. He's still a hustler. He's still, to me, a very unlikable character. But you see more of him. You see more of his baby mom show. They showed more of their relationship. His actual mother shows.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. They introduced his mom and stuff like that.
Yeah, so to show that
give
relationship.
us a little brief backstory of his upbringing. It seems like if he was a kid that was, he came from a good parent, but also he had there's some issues growing up that he probably held grudges for, and might have felt like he had to go out and get his own and be his own man, and by any means. And of course, as we see, Ghost Dre is a slimy character that weasels his way in and out of situations. So,
and in this episode, he stays a slimy. He stays a snake. He doesn't ever, even when they introduce his mom, his baby moms, everything. He has a good. I wouldn't say a good relationship. He has somewhat relationship with them, but he's still the same Dre. And by the end of the episode, I think, he gets what he deserves. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. We have highlight. I mean, Dre doing his usual stuff. As far as being a weasel. Trying to make deals and manipulate people that he's around. His girl finally, his baby daughter's mother, convinces him to leave town. That they should pack up and leave town. This life in New York is too much for them.
Yeah, head out to Vegas.
Or
was it London first, then Vegas? It was something
like that.
First it was London, then she was like, "No, let's go do something."
So
Vegas.
through then, but they needed money, so now he goes and tries to manipulate different people for money, even all the way down to trying to ask his mother for money. He went to Tasha and threatened Tasha that she best find Ghost or Tariq and find a way how to give him some money. He got Tariq. Tariq gives him I think it was maybe
20 grand.
Yeah, something like that. So
25 grand.
Which wasn't really all of what he needed. And in turn, Tariq wanted a gun. So I guess they arranged that in some kind of shape or form. David takes us to the scene where they meet with Ghost, and Ghost and Dre to have a discussion. Which in that part of that dialogue, I felt like that was a little bit. I don't want to say it was a misstep, but it wasn't a part that I really liked, because I preferred the way the dialogue went on episode 10, because it seemed like Ghost was really, being the master manipulator to Dre, but in this case they showed Dre kind of getting his way, even though we know ultimately Ghost winds up coming out on top. But they made us see a different approach to Ghost
That's
dealing
a
with
good
him.
point.
Then, you know, of course, later on, he gets caught by the cops, locked up. You know, he gets spotted by 2-Bits and Spanky. They're ready. You know, Ghost makes the call. You know, get rid of Dre. Of course, Dre does his weasel thing, gets out of it again. You know, and then here we go.
Dre, he's a hustler. He gets out of a lot. What he got to snitch, kill someone, backstab. I mean, like, you know, I think they really demonstrate Dre's character when the Serbian people came and, you know, so they're like, yo, we want Dre. And his homeboy, whatever, came straight out of jail, all excited, you know, one of Dre's boys. And they have a shootout, the Serbian and Dre's homeboys, whatever. And Dre uses his homeboy as a human shield. So this kind of tells you how slimy of a weasel Dre is, you know?
Yes, certainly.
Like, you know, I feel like, I don't know who directed this. I feel like they try to make it sympathize with him a little bit when it came to his mother, his baby mom, to be
and his daughter at the same time too.
And his daughter, like, oh, okay, maybe he's alright, maybe. But then on the other hand, it's like, no, he's a weasel. And by the end of this episode, you're like, no, he's a weasel. And, you know, and fast forward a bit, at the end, we kind of see where even his mom was like, listen,
I think you belong. This is the place that you belong.
This is the place
like
that
you have to learn your
belong.
lesson and just, you know, pretty much do this.
This is where you belong,
you know,
unfortunately,
because
you can tell it's been time after time, so many chances, so many opportunities, so many lies and calculations and backstabbing where if your mom tells you, like, and you're in jail, locked up, like, this is where you belong, it probably is where you belong, especially someone that's raised you from birth. So
and you know, at the end, you know, spoiler alert, you know, Spanky and 2-Bit, they wound up killing Dre and burning him alive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Burning him alive. And so, yes.
Really, really bad way to die.
I mean, we finally got what we wanted for Dre. In a way, I felt sorry for him. But because I guess I would have just naturally imagined him getting a bullet in the head in the street or getting poked up and being like, okay, yeah, bro, you know. But I felt like he was at a time when he knew that he was not going to come out on top.
Yeah, there was no way. You know, he was done at that point. He was done
because they were trying to get him in the cafeteria, and he started a fight with someone else just so they wouldn't be able to get to him.
So he can go to solitary.
And he thought he'd be safe there. Yeah. Once he seen them throwing them towers, he already knew what it was.
He was done. He was done, and he begged for mercy, you know, but he was done. And to me, it was a fitting end to him. We've seen him like someone that. So, you know, eventually someone that gets themselves into trouble and always weasels their way out or backstab, eventually they're going to get got eventually. Every single time, you know, doesn't matter who's the person. And with Dre, I think it was a fitting ending for him. He's done, he's gone, and on to the next, you know. That's why with this episode, it's like, it was good, it was decent. It was like, all right, good episode. You know, it was almost like a standalone story almost.
There you go.
It feels almost like a standalone.
It was Dre's show this episode. It was like a Dre.
Exactly.
It was Dre.
Now you'll see Tariq, some other characters they
were like supporting characters to the Dre show.
This show was just Dre, and you know, I think they show a lot of 2-Bits and what's his name,
Spanky,
Spanky.
Yeah.
So it was good to see them, you know, here too in this because we see a lot more like what happened to them.
Yes, definitely.
You know, and unfortunately, Spanky ends up snitching
on Tommy.
Now, I think it was on Tommy. I seen it maybe not too long ago, but yeah, he snitched about Tommy. I think that he killed Pancho, you know. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, whatever, because I don't remember exactly, but so he ends up getting out while 2-Bits is like, okay, why am I still here, whatever, because I don't know if he knows that Ghost died or whatever. I don't know if he's aware of the situation. So, you know, because I don't know what Ghost promised them exactly. Promised them, right? I'm sure he promised them, like, yo, I'm going to get you out of there if you can do this. that's when I'm guessing, we don't know for sure. But that's why when Spanky got on, 2-Bit was still there. It was like, okay, like, what's going on? And then 2-Bit makes the call to someone that, hey, Spanky's, you know, the one that did something.
Yeah, so, I mean, you know, overall, this episode was pretty solid. No real complaints. It was a good. It wasn't a blow it out the park episode, and it wasn't a whack episode. It was pretty good. I suggest if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. And also comment down below. Let us know like what you guys think about the episode. Was it good? Was it bad? Was there anything that you guys expected, or didn't expect that happened or it didn't happen? And just share your thoughts. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe in this video. If you like this video, like and subscribe. We can really use your support. Subscribe to Dub Z TV, and you get more power content, more movie news, entertainment news, music news, and so on and so forth. Anything else?
No, that's it. Also, stay tuned. We should be doing a Godfather of Harlem review pretty soon.
Yes.
Stay tuned for that. Pretty good series. I haven't finished it yet. I know you, Dub Z, you finished it.
Yes.
I'm like halfway through so far. Pretty good. So stay tuned for that.
Yes.
And also stay tuned for the next Power review.
See you guys next week. That's your boy Dub Z.
40 Cal.
We're signing off.